So hey world, welcome to my channel and welcome to The Night Agent Season 1 review. Am I a little late to the party? Yes. Is that usually what happens? To me? Well, not to me. It doesn't happen to me. But it usually happens because there's a lot of shows that I don't want to say they get popular but then, everybody's talking about it and I'm like, okay, sure. And then eventually I will get to them. Not a lot of the times. There's a lot of popular shows that I haven't watched, like Game of Thrones. I'm like, I just never watch it. But that doesn't mean one day I won't. You know what I mean? But Night Agent was that I definitely remember people talking about it, and I feel like now when anything new comes on Netflix, it goes to number one instantly, and it's like, oh, number one show, number one movie, and I'm like, at this point, that doesn't even make me watch because it's number one. Because I'm like, a lot of things are going number one. A lot of things that suck are going number one, and I'm like, I can't trust the top. I can't trust the top because either it's fake and they just do that to get more people to watch. Oh, it's number one. Come watch the new show that's number one. Or people actually put a lot of these projects in number one, and I'm like, I can't trust the people's taste because a lot of let me not say horrible, but a lot of projects go to number one, and I'm like, really? Did this really get to number one? But I mean, I guess because if you're curious when something comes out, you're gonna watch it, and if there's a lot of people doing that, they're curious, they're gonna watch. I feel like it automatically goes to number one because number one is like the most watched. So even if you didn't like it, you still watched it, so it counts. So it could be like that. But because season 2 came out, I was like, why not give it a chance? Because then also the thing is, I used to watch a lot of TV shows when I was in school. That was my thing. I used to watch a lot of them. And basically all of them already ended. Like they were canceled, they ended, whatever. So now there's not a lot of shows that I do watch. And when there's a show that I want to watch or a new season, like I watch Harley Quinn, the animated series, 911. What was the other one that I was watching? Oh, I still need to watch. What was the other one that I need to watch? There was another one, whatever. And I just, when it comes out, I'm like, oh, I kind of don't feel like watching. I kind of just leave it for next week. And then next week comes out another episode. And I'm like, okay, now I have 2 to watch. I'll watch it after. And then there's 3 episodes. And then there's 4. And then I only end up watching when there's the whole season. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I kind of don't mind it because now I have the whole thing to watch. So then it's like kind of late to the party. I'm late to the party. And so now that season 2 came out for Night Agent, I started getting a lot of TikToks again for the show. And I think The Recruit is like in the same world, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure. But that one, I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it. But I saw the main guy, and I want to search his name. I follow him on Instagram now, but I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. Sir, if you want to get married, I'm definitely available. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to be that person that's like, oh my God, this person is so hot. Oh my God. But he is. And that kind of motivated me because I was like, I'm kind of over spy shows, spy movies, things like that. Especially because it's like the White House and the president. And I'm like, here we go again. A new TV show from America that's about the president, about the Secret Service, and about whatever. Do you know how many shows and movies there's about that? I literally this morning just saw a trailer for a new movie with Viola Davis where she plays the president in the White House, and she, whatever. And I'm like, another one? Like at least when they do this, at least like a lot of times they do the woman president. Like in this show, it's a woman president, and I'm like, oh, period. Period. Because if you're gonna do it, you do that. You put a woman, not a man. So I like that, but I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch another show about that. Like, it sounds boring. He's a night agent. Okay, whatever. What does that even mean? And is that interesting? But then I saw him in an interview, and he seemed nice. I was like, okay, he's pretty. And he has this blonde hair. He kind of has a beard. I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, if it sucks, at least I have a great view. Okay? So that's how I went into the show. I'm like, okay, he's cute. And his name was Peter in the show. So every time someone called his name, like Peter, I was like, forgive me, Peter, my lost fearless leader. In closets axe eater, preserved when we were just kids. Is it something I did? Peter from Taylor Swift, if you do not know. And I also have a cover of that song on my YouTube, on my other channel. I was going to say on YouTube, like I wasn't on YouTube. So check it out if you're interested. Definitely. I didn't even say anything about my other channel, but whatever. And so that was fun. Every time someone called Peter, I was like, forgive me, Peter. That was fun. And so that's how I went in, you know, like, just, I don't know what to expect. He's cute. So let's see where this goes. You know what I mean? And I gotta say, I loved it. I love the show. There is a second season out. I'm gonna start it maybe today. I'm still not sure. Maybe today or tomorrow. And then I will do the review for the second season. But the first one, it is definitely a good show. It is definitely a good show. And the ending was actually kind of good. So if I had watched it when it came out, I wouldn't be mad. I did like when they did cliffhangers for shows, but I guess now they never know if they're gonna get, renewed. So I'm like, they have to do like a happy ending kinda. So I was like, okay, like the ending is fine, but I kind of wanted a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? Like this was too good. This deserved the cliffhanger. So, especially because now I have season 2 to watch. So if there was a cliffhanger, I already have the next one. So I was like, okay. And they were renewed for season 3. So period. So season 3 is the one that I'm going to have to wait for. Let me see. Following. Where is he? Gabrielle. That's such a pretty name. Gabrielle Basso. Is that like Italian? I don't know. And he has an Instagram for his drawings. Lord. I didn't even know he had a tattoo on his arm. But now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like the same tattoo from the show. But anyway, because there was a scene where he took off his shirt. He was only wearing a jacket. And I'm like, he has chest hair. Because most of the show, it was like wearing a suit or like other clothes. And he had chest hair. Because if you look at his face, it kind of looks like a baby face. Like, he's blonde. He has a nice face. He doesn't have a beard. But I could kind of see the shape of the beard, if that makes sense. You know when someone has like a strong beard, and you can and if they shave it off, you can kind of see where the beard was. Like, it doesn't like look like your skin normally. You can still see like the shape of it. I could kind of see that, but at the same time, no, because maybe he had like makeup. You know, they put makeup on, so it definitely disguises it a little bit more. But when he took off his shirt, I'm like, he has chest hair. And I'm like, a lot of the times when men have like chest hair, like he has, they have a beard. And then I went into his Instagram, and that's when I followed him, and he had the beard. And I'm like, see, I knew it. But I guess they always do this for Netflix. They always like shave the beard of the men. They always do like that baby face thing so that they look, I guess, clean. Which, whatever. Maybe in season 2, he's gonna have to run again and he's gonna grow his beard out for a couple of episodes. I would love. But I guess we'll see. I would love that. But okay, but what I want to say about the show is that y'all did the damn thing. Creators of the show, y'all fucking did the damn thing because they only had 10 episodes. And you know how shows are. Things happen. They have to get things done. 10 episodes. When you get to the end, it's like, okay, that's it. Like, I may like a show. I may enjoy a show. But it's never like, I love it. It's never, oh, this was really good. It's just like, I enjoyed it. This one, I loved it. Loved it. And the main reason why is because we had scenes that allowed us to connect with the characters and also the characters to connect with themselves. I remember the scene in the motel where they were having dinner and they were literally just talking. They were just talking. Like, they made up that fake story with the receptionist. That was funny. And she went all in. She was like, oh, my boyfriend was trying to murder me. He murdered my cat, whatever. And I'm like, okay, this is a little bit too exaggerated, but it was funny. And then they were like making fun with each other of the story and like just talking. And every time there was a scene like that where they were talking and bonding, they weren't even talking about the drama of what they were going through. Like, you know, oh, we have to run. These people are after us. No, they were actually talking and bonding. Every time there was a scene like that, I was like, what's going to happen? Is someone going to break in? Something bad's going to happen. They're going to get kidnapped. They're going to get attacked. And it just didn't happen. It was just a scene or scenes for them to bond. And then that was it. Another scene was when Rosie, I feel like it's Rosie. It took me a while to get the names. And I still don't know the names correctly. I only know Peter because of the song. Because I kept saying, oh, forgive me, Peter. But I feel like it was Rosie. And she was in the apartment of Peter's friend, the cop. And they were talking, and they were just talking. They were talking. They were talking about Peter. Peter's friend told the story of how they met in Quantico and the way they helped each other and whatever. That was such a good like story. And that was such a good context. Even though it didn't matter, you could totally be like, oh, this does not matter at all. I still love to have I love that scene is in the show. And then they were talking about Peter and Zoe. He was talking about his date or whatever. And then they had the inside joke with the troll, the little figure. And then the whole time that scene was playing, I'm like, the killers are going to come in. They're going to get attacked. The killers are going to come in. They're going to take Rose. Something bad is going to happen. It didn't. The scene ended and we move on to the next thing. And I'm like, we really just got like a 2-minute, I don't even know, like 3-minute scene of them just bonding. I was like, I know this may seem like dumb, but I loved it. This is one of the things I love because it allows me to care for them. They're literally just talking and bonding. It allows me to care for them. Peter's friend was barely in it. He only had a couple of scenes. I loved him. I want to put him in my pocket. I love him. When he died, I was already expecting it because the two killers, the guy and the girl, they had already shown that they weren't afraid to kill, right? Because they killed the old lady, they killed the other lady in her house, and I'm like, they really don't care. So when Rosie and Peter's friend were running, I'm like, if they catch you, I don't think you're getting away. Because then when she came out of the car and he was alone, I'm like, if they continue to follow the car and they get to Peter's friend, I feel like they're gonna kill him because they don't care. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. And when I was like, oh, she's gonna shoot him, right? She was like, oh, give me the information. Where is she? Where's Peter? And I was like, oh, he's not gonna say. And then she was like, pew pew. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. And I was a little bit upset. I wasn't that much upset because, again, he wasn't in the show that much. But I was still a little bit upset because I cared for him and I cared for his relationship with Peter. And even with Rose or Rosie, whatever. And it's just because we have that bonding scene. Otherwise, I would have been like, oh, fuck him. I don't care. But no, I actually cared. Same with the other guy that was working with the girl. See, I don't know the names. The guy that was working with the girl. That's crazy. That's crazy. But let me see the cast because I want to see the names. The night agent cast. Rose. I guess they were calling her Rosie, whatever. Where are they? Eric. The one that was shot saving the president. When he died, I was most upset when he died because I already knew that the dynamic between him and where is she? Where is she? Chelsea. The dynamic between him and Chelsea, I already knew it was going to be something like good was going to come out of it. Like, you know, she's more strict. Like, I understand her side, but then I also understand his side. Or, I guess he was more strict and she was more, I want to be friends with Maddie and whatever. But I already knew that they were going to learn from each other. I already kind of knew the type of relationship they were going to have because of other shows. And they was like, and when he was like, oh, I have a kid. I was like, what? How do we not know? For them to kill him in the same episode? I really was upset because at first, when he got shot, I was like, he's going to survive. This is a little bit on the nose. But I think he's going to survive because the whole thing is that he was shot saving the president, but he survived. So now he's going to get shot again, saving Maddie, but he's going to survive, right? And then Maddie is like, is he going to be okay? And Chelsea just looks up and she's like, and then the episode ended and I'm like, you motherfucker. You're going to kill him after the character development that they both had, Chelsea and Eric. Especially him, though. Especially him. And you're just going to kill it? And I'm like, no. The next episode is going to start and he's going to be fine. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. He dead. That one really upset me because I was like, it feels like such a waste. You know, for the plot, it's kind of good because you kind of have to have some consequences. So I do understand them killing, and I kind of applaud that. Because killing Peter's friend is one thing. He was more of a background. That's why I said I was expecting him to die. But Eric, he was in the show. It was a lot. And he had some character development, especially with Chelsea. So for them to actually have the balls to kill him, I'm like, because they could have easily not. And I kind of didn't want him to. But I understand. And it was kind of a good decision. But I liked him. I really did. Oh, it was such a... Because then to have him get shot again and he survived, it's like... Oh, they're kind of reusing the same plot. You know what I mean? So, I understand. But it was really fucked up. And then I only know Maddie's name because they were all... it was Maddie this, Maddie that, Maddie got kidnapped, Maddie is doing this, Maddie is doing that. And I'm like, bitch, can you give me a break, Maddie? Be fucking for real. Give me a break, Maddie. What the hell? Damn. But yeah, that's and I love the duos. Chelsea and Eric, Rosie and Peter, and then the two killers. And then one thing that I was really happy and that I kind of called it was like after Peter killed the killer, the guy, I was like, I want Rosie to kill the girl. Yes. And that's exactly what happened. I'm like, yes. Also the way Rose behaved in the show was something else. I loved it. A lot of shows make the woman look weak. And I'm tired. When Peter had the wound, they just cut to a scene where she was like sewing the wound. She was like putting the I don't want to say the string or the wire. I don't even know what you call it. But like she was, doing that thing in the wound to the stitches. Yes. A lot of times when they do that in shows, it's like, oh my God, I don't know how to do that. Oh my God, this is so disgusting. Oh my God, I don't want to, oh my God, is this hurting? No. They literally just cut to the scene where she was doing that and that's it. They didn't make her look any weaker. Or like weak. Nothing. When she pushed the girl off of the building or like the thing, I was like, ooh, how is she going to feel about this? She just killed somebody. How is she going to feel? What's going to happen? Nothing happened. I was like, okay, maybe Peter is going to come and he was like, Rosie, how do you feel? You just killed somebody. She did not care. He did not ask that. They did not give a fuck. She was just like, oh, this bitch killed my aunt and uncle. And then the other woman that I was gonna go to her house and have dinner. No, she deserves to die. She's dead. Period. She did not have like a breakdown. Oh my God, I killed somebody. Oh my God. No, ma'am. No. That bitch is strong. She said you deserve it. That's it. We never talked about it again. I'm like, that's how you make a female character. That's how the fuck you make a female character. When she came back to help Peter fight the guy, she was like, bam, and bam. I was like, yes. Get him again. Hit him again. And she was like, Pam again. And Pam again. When the other guy in the compound was attacking Peter, she took the knife and she was like, bam, stab him in the leg. And I'm like, yes, hit him again and again. Oh, this is how you make a female character. And not make her depend on the male character and make the male character the savior. Oh my God. No, she saved herself. And then she even saved Peter. And then he also saved her, but still, they saved each other. It was a mutual connection. When they actually kissed, it was such a cute moment because they actually had bonding scenes. It wasn't just, oh, we're running, so let's have sex. Oh, we're running, so of course we have to be together. No, we actually saw them bond. We actually saw them meet. It was such a beautiful thing. When they finally kissed, I was like, finally, I'm not disgusted by a straight couple. I'm like, these are my cuties. Finally, it was good. It was a good show. Okay. Beautiful. And then also the story, I feel like it was very, very well done. Very well done. As I was watching, because it was only 10 episodes, I'm like, this is probably going to be quick. A lot of shows, it's like, oh, it's already the end. When I was watching this one, there were so many twists, so many information, so many things happening. And then because we had the bonding scenes, it really felt like I watched it for a long period of time than it actually was. I feel like I watched it in the course of like a week. It definitely felt like longer. I was watching an episode. I watched the first one and then I watched the second one. And I'm like, okay, so maybe I'm already at the end of the show, right? And then when the second episode ended, I saw, do you want to watch episode 3? And I'm like, huh? So much already happened and we're only going to go to episode 3? I thought this was going to be the end already. And it was a lot of things happening. A lot of twists, a lot of turns. It was very good. And this is what I needed. Finally, a show that's giving me a lot. Without it being confusing, without it being or trying to extend it to another season, like, oh my God, let's do this storyline for 3 seasons. No, they did the storyline for 1 season. It worked. It had a lot of twists and turns, a lot of things happening. Very well done, very well fit into the 10 episodes. We got a good ending. Period. This is how you make a show. This is how you make a show. It was really good. I'm so excited to watch season 2, and I hope it follows the same structure. And I mean this in a way that because everything was resolved in season 1, I kind of want the same thing. I want a storyline that fits the 10 episodes, that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And that it's just good. That's what I want. Because it definitely, even Peter's father being guilty, I kind of was expecting that to be a storyline that they do for season 2. Like, oh, he's going to go after the killer of his father. He's going to try and prove his father not guilty. No, they said, oh, the killer is already dead. They already got him. Your father confessed. He was guilty. Then he was going to work as a double agent, but then he got killed in an accident. And I'm like, okay, so we already have every information. We already have everything resolved. So what are we going to do in season 2? It's probably going to be new cases because now if he's like an official night agent and then he said he had to travel to other countries, maybe it's going to be something like that where they have a case and the case is going to fill the whole season, well, which I hope is like that. Like everything is like connected, very well connected, very well done. Everything is good. A lot of twists, a lot of turns. That's what I'm hoping for season 2. And I'm just so excited. And they were already renewed for season 3. I don't know if they're going to film already, but bitch, y'all better call me. Especially if he's a night agent and he's going to travel to other countries. They definitely need to come to Portugal. You don't understand. I would love. It's one thing for you to be like, oh, I would love to be in a TV show and a movie. Yes, I would love. But more than that, I would love to be in a show that I love. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, you can get a casting to a show. You can be in a show. You can be whatever. But to actually be in a show that you watched, that you loved, that you actually connected to the characters, it would be so cool. Like I would love Netflix. Call me, please. Please. I would love to play like, I don't know, like, oh my God, call the night action line. And I'm like, Peter, the horse is here. I will do the lowest voice from Family Guy. Peter. That would be so much fun. Could you imagine, like, they come to Portugal and I'm like, oh my God, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem, miss me. I would love. Oh, that's incredible. It was a good season. I needed this. This is how you do a show. Beginning, middle, and end. Good bonding scenes for the characters. A lot of twists and turns. You think this character's on your side. They're not, but then they kind of are. But then you have another villain, and then you have the villain, and then this is connected to this, that's connected to this, and to this, and to this, and to this, and to that. And then everything does a circle, and it goes back to the beginning, because everything is connected. I really loved it. I cannot stress this enough. Really loved it. Excited for season 2. Season 3. Netflix, call me. I can work in like a bar. I'm the singer, and then the killers are after me, or whatever. I get kidnapped, or like I'm the heir of a rich family in Portugal, and the killer's gonna come after me, and Peter has to come save me. Woo! And then Peter and Rosie break up, and then I'm gonna be dating Peter. Rosie, I like Rosie. I like them together. But girl, if Peter is in front of me, I'm sorry, but you have to go. He's mine. Yes, he's mine. See, but that would be a good storyline, see? That's cool. So definitely, yeah. But if you watch the show, definitely let me know what you think of it. Like I said, I will be doing for season 2 review. So stay tuned if you are interested. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.